Post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, makes people feel stressed or frightened even after the danger is over. It's been described as not the person refusing to let go of the past, but the past refusing to let go of the person. For some war veterans, PTSD can mean reliving the horrors of the battlefield day after day.
The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs found nearly 1 in 3 veterans from wars in Iraq and Afghanistan will develop PTSD at some point in their lives. Reporter Lauren Taylor goes in depth with a veteran who says he lived through the intense pain of war until ketamine treatments saved his life. And we want to warn you, this story does mention suicide.
Patrick Dyer is a Navy veteran. Nearly 10 years of service he calls a whirlwind of duty.
Did 8 years in the Navy, 3 tours in Iraqi territorial waters, and 1 tour in Afghanistan.
And during his last tour in Afghanistan,
we took casualties. We lost a bomb tech. I have a couple friends that have lost limbs.
In 2012, Patrick left the Navy. He came home and became a police officer in Logan, Iowa.
Started off as a police officer, you're working the night shift, so trying to sleep during the day, just kind of getting used to 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
The high-tempo lifestyle started to wear on him, and he could feel it.
We had a homicide by vehicle that I worked. We found a woman's dead body on the side of the road, and I just started recognizing, I could describe it as like my cage is just being rattled. My anxiety would be really high and I couldn't calm myself down.
High anxiety by day, terrors by night. Patrick turned to alcohol to cope and even considered giving up.
Started having really intrusive thoughts. My duty gun was started to talk to me. And say, I just have these thoughts of like, oh, just pick me up and put me against your head just to see how it feels like.
Patrick knew he needed help. He tried numerous medications and nothing worked. Then one day, he found hope.
I started doing my own research into alternate treatments and had seen a website about ketamine that was saying it was just, some people called it the miracle cure.
Ketamine is a dissociative anesthetic with an array of uses depending on the dosage. It's now an FDA-approved hallucinogen being used to heal the mind. Dr. Samuel Snow is an ER doctor helping patients like Patrick at the Soma Clinic in South Omaha. Dr. Snow explains it's unclear how the ketamine works. However, studies show
people with treatment-resistant depression, with suicidal ideation, so thoughts of suicide, thoughts of self-harm, and to a lesser extent, anxiety, PTSD, are all potential beneficiaries of using ketamine in that smaller dose to help with those symptoms.
For Patrick, the journey began in 2020 with 6 simple IV doses of ketamine.
And I describe it as I went in the first time and my battery was at 5%. And when I left, I almost skipped out of the clinic. My energy was at like 95%.
Now he's not only living life, he's even optimistic with his family by his side.
To take away that worry from them, I feel proud that I can do that. And they don't have to worry about me.
If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988. Help is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.